Hello and welcome to another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. I'm Wayne Highlander, Director of Sales for Bona Adhesives.
And I'm Rob Johnson from the Bona Training.
The Bona Training.
The Bona Training.
How we doing,
That's
Rob?
a little college football thing, you know.
The Ohio State, yes.
The Ohio State. We are now the Bona Training. I hope D hears that because I know he's a big Ohio State guy.
That's right, he is. Columbus, Ohio.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Not like, football in the SEC, but still football. All right, Rob, you're going to talk about something, and you did such a good job with, I think you should get a little promotion here. You did such a good job on the vacuum cleaner episode.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now you're going to lead this one as well in ClearSeal. So
maybe they'll make me director of non-HEPA filter bags.
That would be a good title for you.
No.
Yeah.
Director.
Mm-hmm.
Director.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be the way to go.
All right, what's the dealio with this sealer?
Okay, man.
Because you were pretty excited. You were pretty excited about the vacuum cleaner. So
I was jacked up about the vacuum.
Yeah,
I got to tell you. I mean, I'm always scared when you hear we're gonna make improvements. Okay, we're gonna make improvements to the line. I'm always a little nervous. I'm not going to be nervous anymore when Bona says we're going to make some improvements. Because so far, some of the improvements that I've seen have just been amazing. Like when we were talking about the vacuum, we went from that old canister vac that was the super vac that everybody loved, awesome machine. And I always thought, how are you going to make this any better? Well, man, they really did. Same thing when I was talking about the belt UX. I mean, you know how much I love that HD Bona Belt HD.
Yep.
That UX, the improvements they made to that, out of this world. This is a new sealer though. All right, so let's go over some of the bullets on ClearSeal here, Wayne. Right off the bat, it has no pigments in it. Okay, no pigments.
I don't have much pigmentation in me.
There's not a lot of pigment on either you or I. We're no pigment. All right. So, you got your natural seal, 5% white pigment, Nordic, 10% white pigment, amber seal. I'm not sure how much amber pigment is in there, but you get your color. Amber seal gives you some color. This, no pigment. So the only color you're getting is the natural wood color. That's really all it does is, where the natural seal has that white pigment, and on certain wood, when you put it down and it dries, it doesn't look like there's anything on there. But if you do it on walnut or Brazilian cherry, you're going to have that white haze, that white cloud. Okay. Yeah. So now for those floors that you really can't use natural seal because of the white pigment, the trick, now we have the ClearSeal. Okay. And that ClearSeal doesn't have any pigment in it. So when you put it on walnut, Brazilian cherry, when you put it on those species, now you're really going to get that look of, when people say, I don't want it to look like there's anything on the floor at all. Yeah. Well, now you're going to get that. Right. Wow, you're just going to get the beauty of the wood. So that was a big one. I mean, just taking tech calls, we got jammed up a couple times when people would call up and say, I want it to look like we just sanded the floor and didn't do anything on it. And we'd say, natural seal is the way to go. And then they call you back, a couple weeks later, and like, my floor's wrecked. But we never asked what type of floor it was. Walnut, Brazilian cherry, teak, those type of woods. So now we have another answer. Okay.
Did you ever have acne as a child?
I might have had a little back knee, but never acne
one of those
on my
guys.
face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit, not, come on. I got enough crap going on. Do I, the good Lord have to throw that at me too?
Well, back not now, but as a kid, I thought I just
No,
wondered
I
if
mean
you.
as a kid. No, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Um,
You? Where are we going with this? I can't wait to hear rabbit
well,
hole we're going
our
down
product
now.
is called ClearSeal, and it reminded me of ClearSeal, the acne treatment when you're kids.
Clearest
Clear,
ClearSeal.
ClearSeal
Yes,
for
I had the big thing. It had the pads in
acne.
there.
Oh,
You just
okay.
pad
Oh,
up your face.
you don't do that when you're a kid. You
When I
know,
was a kid, yeah.
I was blessed with beautiful skin as a child. I didn't have really have acne problems, but I had friends that did, and I really felt bad for them. You know, it's at the most vulnerable time in your life to have acne. And I had a friend one time who had the biggest pimple I have ever seen in my entire life in his nose, like it was a volcano, and it was massive. And it was finally I go, dude, what's going on here? You know what I mean? He goes, what? I said, with the nose, with the what's going on with you? And he goes, oh, my mom said that I shouldn't pop it. You know, I should leave it alone. I said, dude, you need to do something, man. I don't know what's going on there, but you got to do something. So he goes, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to just kind of cut out of school next class and go home. And I go, yeah, probably be a good call. So I feel like I helped him in some
Oh
ways,
yeah,
you know?
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, Wayne. You are like he didn't know that it was there. You
Yeah.
had to make sure that you pointed it out.
But this kid had a lot of confidence. He didn't believe me. Kid was a stud. But you kind of feel sorry for kids at that age, man, because everything passes. That passes too, man. It's not you know what I mean. But it's just at a bad time. You should get acne when you're 80 years old. You know what I mean? That's when the acne should kick in. Nobody cares when you're 80 years old. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, but I was wondering where you were going, and now I see clear
Clear,
seal, clear seal.
yeah. So
All
now, if
right,
you want to remember the name, if you want to remember which one were they talking about, think about acne and ClearSeal, and
think about
then you'll
the
go to
guy that went
ClearSeal.
home and never went back to school, that
Yeah,
same school again, so he didn't have
yeah.
to run into Wayne talking about
Hmm.
his nose.
Hmm.
And you were just trying to help.
Yeah, like I said, this kid he confidence was not a problem for this kid.
Okay.
Every once in a while, you got to bring him down a peg.
All righty. Let's
Um,
let's
how about
try to talk about some finish.
applying it? Can you T-bar it, roll it? Can you get into that a little bit?
T-bar roll. Now, first few times I used it, I wanted to be sloppy. I wasn't feathering my turns. I
Hmm.
was leaving some, a little bit of heavy streaks, things like that. Not crazy,
Okay,
you know. It's tough for me to do a bad pull.
right.
Me being a
You're like a
worldwide T-bar champion, even when I try to pull bad, it's
yeah.
amazing.
You're like a
Okay.
deer. When a deer gets up in the morning, it doesn't say to itself, I'm going to run pretty today. It just runs. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
you with a T-bar. You were born with
Exactly.
a T-bar in your hand
Yeah.
almost.
At one point, when I'm trying to leave turn marks and everything, it's just all get. So I said, Mike, do me a favor, come over here and do the best job you can. I was working with
Yeah.
Overy that day, and I let him
Hmm.
pull it.
Yeah.
That's teasing Mike a little bit,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
um, like I said, we did want to pull it. We weren't feathering. I just wanted to see how it was going to lay down.
Yeah.
Okay, and we were in a warehouse setting, so really didn't have a lot of control with the air and everything that was going on.
Hmm.
Man, I couldn't believe how it really. It was amazing how it laid out.
Man, I'm so that's it, man. I'm so
That
glad to hear that.
that I mean,
That's
to me, between the color and the workability of it, I'm just so pumped up about this product because, well, you know how it is. I mean, to me, everything on a job is getting that first coat right. Everything I mean, that's it. If you screw up your first coat or you have problems with your first coat, you're going to fight everything for the rest of the way. Where, if you can lay this one down and get a decent coat on the first one, man, everything just falls into place a little bit easier. And this sealer is definitely one of the easiest sealers I've ever worked with.
And so that's the difference, man. If you look at what we did when we went from Mega to Mega 1, and I just think Mega 1's a super easy product to put down. I think it looks beautiful. And then the sealers, that's what I was hoping you were going to say on this product, because I heard from somebody else, Robbie, that's now a territory manager. That's right. We never really talked about that. He was in tech and training for a long time. He was a contractor for a long time before that. His dad was a contractor, and now he's a great territory manager for us in the Virginia area.
Well, he worked with me in training. Talking about Robbie Smith and his dad, Bob Smith Flooring, out of I think they're out of Virginia. And so Robbie was a contractor, came to work with me in tech and training. He was a trainer, great kid. Well, we've all heard me talk about this guy. Then he went to product management. So he really got his teeth cut on products and application systems and things. And now he's a territory manager for that Virginia, Philadelphia,
good dude,
Delaware.
Man. Good. He's gonna be a good one. I've heard a lot of people say, he's like a young Wayne Highlander.
I heard it was more like a young Rob Johnson.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah, he got a little edge to him.
Well, he'll learn.
Speaking of Robbie, I love talking about this kid. Everybody knows that. I saw Martin yesterday. Martin came down to the school, and that was one of the things I asked him. I said, how's
he doing?
I said, how's my stepson doing?
Yeah.
And Martin's like, he's doing so good. He goes, he's doing just fantastic. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's great. I'm happy for him. He's a great kid.
That he is.
Where were you going? You were going down some road there.
Well, no, T-bar and rolling, and it rolls okay, too? You can roll it?
Rolls, T-bars, yeah. Trim pad, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Whatever you're strong at, It's got to the point now at training where I'll say, do you T-bar, do you roll? And then some people will ask me, should I roll this product or should I T-bar this product?
Yeah.
With any one of our sealers, any product. You know me, I like T-barring my sealers, rolling the traffic. That's just what I like to do.
You and I are dead on right there. I've always said I don't see a reason to ever roll a seal coat. That's just my personal opinion. It's not a Bona thing. It's just my opinion.
Not right or wrong. Nope, not at all.
And but a lot of guys like to roll it. But I'm glad to know you can do both.
You can do both. And when people ask me at trainings, what should I do? Should I roll this? Should I T-bar? And my answer to everybody now is, what's your strong point? What are you really good at? Are you a better roller, or are you a better T-bar guy? And
Bona
products, you can go either way.
Yep. You know what I might even say for your classes? If you're a real good T-bar guy at the school, then roll it. If you're really good at rolling, then T-bar it. That's what the panels are there for. Play around with it.
Well, that's why I teach both. That's why we do both at all the classes. When people ask me what should I do, I tell you what you're strong at. But you're going to do both here every single time. We're going to do both. So nobody walks out without doing both. But, on this too, I'd kind of like to say, I know you're a director, so it's tough for you to stay in your own lane.
True.
You don't hear me telling you how to approach the adhesive market, but
oh God, no.
Maybe I will. But I don't have that director in my name, so really. No. Yeah, what's your saying? What's that saying that you do that I love that saying? The lion and the sheep. The
lion doesn't care about the opinion of the sheep.
Yes. Yeah. Or all tides rise in the that the boat's going up. That type of thing. Yeah.
How does it abrade? That's
There's your magic question, huh?
Yeah.
Smooth and powdery, man.
It does.
Smooth and powdery. The gummy bears are gone.
Like Intense Seal abrades really, really nicely. Would you, as far as abrading, is it a type like that?
All
type
of our sealers abrade beautiful, powder up really nice. Okay. The Classic Seal, because it's first generation sealers, the Classic Seal, you got to do a little different. You got to do the maroon pad with the footballs on them. You know, you have to abrade that way. You can't generate too much heat.
Yeah,
when you're abrading that Classic Seal, because you start to get the little gummies there. This, no, not at all.
Wow.
So since we're heading down that route, let's talk about a couple other things. The difference between ClearSeal and Classic Seal, where Classic Seal is probably, or was probably, our clearest of the sealers. Excuse me. But with Classic Seal, it does not go over stain.
Right.
Okay.
So it's amazing how many people tell me they do it, but it says on the directions.
Amazing. You know what? It's amazing how many people will say they do it. It's amazing how many people I've met at Bona that say you can and you can't. So it says on the can, don't.
Right.
Okay. And it also says on the sport can, don't. Okay. Do not put over stain. So, you know, and you hit, and I'm glad you brought that up too. If you have something that works 8 out of 10 times, that doesn't work. You know, if you put that over stain 8 times and it works, and then 2 times, 8 out of 10, and then you have 2 failures, that's a no-go. I don't want that.
I agree.
And that's what I try to tell guys when they go, no, I do it all the time. I'm like, yeah, but the clock is ticking. There's a reason that we say this. So you just have to be careful with it.
So this can go over stain.
With the Classic Seal. So this one goes over stain.
And it goes on bare seal. Okay, and bare wood. And what's the difference in color between this and Classic Seal?
I always thought that the Bona Seal, the Classic Seal, I always thought that, and this is just me, okay? I always thought that it kind of had a washed out type of a look. It didn't.
Classic Seal?
Yeah, the Classic Seal. Like, I thought that's why it always looked so good on maple, because it was kind of a washed out color and you really could see the maple. But I kind of thought that it washed out some color of the wood, where this actually accentuates the color of the wood, the actual color, and not kind of washing it out. I mean, that's what I was really looking for the first. Like those pictures I sent you was on white oak, and I'll send you some more pictures where we had it on red oak. And man, you could really see a good difference. You know what I'm going to do? I think the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to put down ClearSeal and Classic Seal side by side, so people can really see what I'm talking about there.
Okay.
But
so tell me if I'm wrong here. I mean, give me your thoughts on this. Here's where I see this one place for this. Put this down first, and put down Bona Raw HD over top of it. So for that really just raw, natural look, I mean, which I think would be a beautiful system. The nice thing about that is you don't want to put a 2-component, our 2-component down on raw wood. You don't have to worry about what do you call it?
Side bonding.
Side bonding. You put the sealer down first, leaves the color alone, put the raw over top, and plus you save money by doing it that way. Put this over top of it for a beautiful, natural looking floor.
Absolutely. Nice. Now,
beautiful.
The other thing you can do with this product that you can't do with Classic Seal. Classic Seal is one coat. That's it. It's a one coat system.
Yeah.
So you have to go Classic Seal and then to a top coat. So if you're doing a 4-coat system, you're 1 Classic Seal, 3 top coats. If you're doing a 4-coat system now, you can do 2 coats of Classic or ClearSeal and 2 top coats. You're actually going to save a little money. I know Bona probably doesn't like me saying that to everybody, but this in the end will save you some money rather than going with 3 top coats. Now you're 2 and 2 sealers, and that, there's some money to be saved there too.
I think we want to find solutions, and by find solutions, we win. Everybody wins. So I don't think there's any problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
If I had like a 17-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid start working for me, I probably the first thing I tell him is go grab some ClearSeal, and then
clean your act up. You're going to be around homeowners.
I'd look at him and go,
you represent me. You can't walk in looking like that. Look at that nose. You send your workers home that day probably too.
Yeah. Listen, go grab some ClearSeal, would you?
ClearSeal.
And then I'll come back and I go, no, what did you think gosh, kid.
This would probably take care of acne too. Not that I'm telling everybody to rub it all over their face, but.
Well, true. You probably would, actually. We can't endorse that. No.
I'll probably get a call from Zach if he listens to this.
Has he got acne?
I have no, Zach from product management.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's got to the point now wherever I'm going to talk about stuff on the show, I'll check in with Zach before I really start. Because when we were doing the vac one, I couldn't wait to tell everybody, oh yeah, hook the edger right into it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Shoot, aim, fire. Let's see.
Coverage rates.
Yep.
Ask me about coverage rates.
Does it have coverage rates?
We're on the high end. We're at 500 to 600. So this is going to give you the coverage rates. You're going to get that. Our 500 to 600 is also on the intense seal, but our products with the pigment in it, you're around 500.
Right.
Natural seal, Nordic.
Okay.
So this is going to get you some better coverage rates. The pigmented sealers, amber, natural, and Nordic, they're like 450 to 5.
I'm going to go back to that raw on that, man. I'm sorry, but this you can save money on that first coat. You don't put your 2 component down on the first coat. Don't have to worry about side bonding. Put 1 or 2 of these down. Save the money, especially if you're going up to 600 square feet with it. Then put your raw over top of it. I just like that. That just struck me as that stuck with me. So it's a good system.
Mm-hmm.
Our other products can be hot coated. Can you hot coat
this?
Yes,
this is the same hot coat window, 48 hours.
Okay.
That's one of the another great part of Bona water-based products, our water-based game line paint, our sealers, top coats, 48-hour hot coat window.
Nice. So that new the new DC 50 or whatever vacuum cleaner, you don't have to break it out for the first coat.
Also, I noticed too is really good build, great build with this.
Nice. So I saw something here that it's Green Guard Gold certified.
Right.
Now, why is that important?
It's all part of the Green Guard upsell. It's all part of what homeowners want to hear. Now, there's something else new with Bona and Green Guard. Or I don't know how new it is. You know me, I'm sometimes a little slow in the uptake, right?
Sure. We all accept that.
That's okay, right?
Yeah.
But now you can go online on the Bona Pro site, and so here's how you do it. You go to Bona Professional, then
on the website.
On the website, right? On the Bona website, you go to the Professional. Then you would go to any Green Guard certified product. I went to ClearSeal. Yeah. You sounded a lot alike. You're right. I'm never going to say that the same again. Okay. So once you get to that point where it says ClearSeal, look to the right and it's going to say details. Check on the details box. Okay.
Yep.
Now it's going to bring you to a big, beautiful picture of the ClearSeal. Scroll down a little bit and you're going to see another tab that says Documents. Click on Documents. Once you get to Documents, it's going to have your TDS, your SDS. It might have a sell sheet. And then if it's in Spanish, French, you'll see that you can get it in Spanish and French. But the last line on that now is Green Guard certificate. You click on the Green Guard certificate, there you go. So anybody going out and doing an estimate, and you're talking about Green Guard certified products, not only can you talk about them now, but you can present your homeowners with the Green Guard certificate and everything that goes with it. And it's not a bonus certificate, it is a Green Guard certification certificate.
Yep.
And I thought that is genius. I would never walk into an estimate without a pile of those. Yep.
Yeah.
My sandpaper, here's my certificate. My finish, here's my Green Guard certificate. You imagine walking out, leaving the estimate behind, but with all those certificates there, and the homeowners just got them in their hand. Yeah. They're going to be reading. They're going to be dreaming about you.
Follow that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Go on there. Click on ClearSeal. Look at one of our STDs or TDSs. But you gotta get the estimate down right. You gotta practice that. You can screw that up. I just don't.
Let me put it this way: if Rob Johnson can find this certificate, and it's easy. Okay,
it wouldn't be a bad idea to print them out or laminate, or print them out in your estimate book and just to show them that here's the product. You can go on the website and check it out, but here it is. That's huge.
All the products, the adhesives, sandpaper, anything that's Green Guard.
Yeah.
And back to this one is also Green Guard Gold.
That's beautiful.
You just said "gosh," and I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
This is awesome, man. I love seeing a new product. And here's the reason why. We don't come out with products willy-nilly. I mean, you look at the legs and how long these products are staying around. We just talked about the Bona Super Vac going away. Has that been around 20 years? It must have been around 20 years. You know what I mean? I mean, if you look at
definitely. Yeah.
We talk about Bona Seal. Well, it's you could call it a first generation product, and it is, but it still has been around forever, and people love it. Mega has been around for got to be 30 years. So and now on our sealers are super easy to use, and we cover the gambit of what you would need. But I love to be able to say, listen, that it's Green Guard Gold certified, or there it is, all the information. Look at our technical data sheets, everything is there. It just separates you from everybody else. I love it. Good stuff, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the training, are you going to get these out at the training centers? They're going to be out there for testing, and people come out and look at them and demo them?
Absolutely. We've already showed it that. I showed it a week before it came out. I know I wasn't supposed to, but I
You're a trailblazer.
Yeah,
you don't care.
You know me. I'm always testing that hull.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm always testing the hull. How far can I push it?
Right.
Until I'm on the unemployment line. Yeah. I guess that's what I'm doing.
You're getting pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear the hull kind of right. Those sub movies and they pop in like that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, right? I was sprung a leak there. They tighten it up. Good.
How about that submarine that blew up with them people that went down there? They paid all that fortune to go down there, and the submarine was missing. Some things you stay away from, right?
I would have loved to have done that. I didn't even know. I remember saying to Pauline, I didn't even know that was out there. We can do something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about submarines. I always thought they were pretty cool.
No, not me, man.
Think that you could. What's your favorite submarine movie?
Oh, was it? Well, I remember. Do you remember the movie Das Boot?
Yes.
That was a fantastic movie. There's been some good submarine movies.
There have been some really good ones.
Yeah. But
that's a tough one.
Going down in a submarine, no, not me. I mean, listen, if I had to, I would. But
When
it's not
Bum
something.
was, I don't know, maybe when Bum was like 12 or, somewhere around that age. Um, it was great having him around because he would go to the movies that I know Pauline wouldn't want to go to.
Oh
So
yeah,
him
that's
and I
good.
would
Yeah.
go,
hmm
and so we went to see U571.
Oh, that was a great movie.
Right?
Yes,
Awesome,
sir.
awesome
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
U571. But I think the thing that just gave us both chills because we both turned around when we were in the theater is the there's a scene where they're like rowing towards this one submarine, okay? And then all of a sudden you hear two torpedoes, but they went over your head. Like
Wow. Yeah.
they did the sound that came from the
Yeah.
back, right?
hmm
And then hit it. Well, when we heard it, the two of us both kind of looked behind us in the theater.
Wow. That's
That's
cool.
how, yeah, yeah. That was so that was a pretty. There's been
Well,
some great submarine movies, so that's why I like that analogy of testing it.
yeah.
Um, the Widowmaker with
Mm.
Harrison Ford. That was a guy.
I know
He
I've
was the
seen it.
guy who was testing. It's
Mm.
only good for 1,000 feet. Yeah, well, take it down to 1,500.
Yeah.
I know it can do more than what they said.
Well, now that you have grandkids, you can go see the Taylor Swift movie without feeling like a freak. Because I know you want to see it. All right.
No, I just went by myself and wore a mask. Nobody knew who I was.
Like your style. All right. Well, Rob, thank you. That's ClearSeal out now at our distribution, be in all of our schools. Contact your territory manager if you want to try it out. One or two coats, abrades beautifully, goes over stain, goes over raw wood, and check it out. See what you think about it. This has been another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. Please stay tuned for another episode.